Alright, so somebody asked me to make a video about teamwork. So, I thought, you know, that's something I didn't really talk about too much. I may skim the surface. So, I guess maybe this is my last video? Probably not. Anyway, teamwork is a complicated thing. And, you know, I've played games like World of Warcraft, games like Counter-Strike, that require you to work together with people in order to finish a mission, kind of like a co-op. And that's the kind of mentality you need in a company battle. It's like a co-op. You're working together to accomplish a goal. The difference is, you know, even the co-op in this game has a lot of selfish people. So, there are a few things that you need to really be an effective company. And that is, you know, technology. You need to get microphones. You need to get raid call. You need to get Ventrilo or TeamSpeak or whatever voice chat system you want to use. Raid call I recommend. This is because communication is really vital. You know, you could spend and waste time in a company battle typing out commands, or you could just say over a microphone, "Hey, stay back." It's very easy, and plus, people listen to voices. They may not even see what you're typing because they're too preoccupied with the game. So, a microphone, definitely, you need that. Fraps is very important. You're going to want fraps because, well, you know, you record matches, and whether you win them or not, rewatch them. Rewatch them as many times as you can, because sooner or later something's going to click, and you're going to realize, shit, man, that's what I needed to do in order to beat that company. Look for your own mistakes. Look for things that you need to look out for the next time you fight that company or any other company. And that's what I've been doing. You know, I watch all the matches that we've lost before, and then I fucking tell people, hey, alright, this is what they do, and this is what we kind of need to try out to see if we can beat them. And so that brings me to the other part of what you need to be looking for in order to have a successful team. You need to have a team. You can't have a bunch of good players put together in one spot. It doesn't work as well as it sounds, unless you're fighting other people who are just as disorganized as you. Basically, there's no I in team. If you're part of a team, that means that every single thing the team does is what you do. Team kills, that's your kill. You kill, that's your team's kill. You die, that's your team's death. So you really have to worry, you have to recognize that you can't just jump in there and let yourself die. Ledigar used to be that way, and then he'd throw a hissy fit after every fucking battle. And I tell him, you're a fucking idiot, dude. You run in there willy-nilly, and you expect me to back you up without you saying a single fucking word. And then you throw a fucking tantrum over it. Like, you don't know the meaning of teamwork. And he's just trying to mock it, and then someone talks to him about how, yeah, you're not really good at teamwork. And he decided to give it a try. You know, this is a guy who, he didn't like Sonic, you know, when we first started playing. He hated Sonic, or at the very least disliked him. And now the two were kind of like friends. I mean, they're playing Counter-Strike together outside of Metal Assault, so, I mean, I think teamwork is a beautiful thing. You can make friends in the process. So, you gotta get over your ego to function as a team. That's why I think a lot of company hoppers don't make it in companies. They end up leaving because, you know, they don't feel special or no one's kissing their ass. I don't know. But you can't just assemble a bunch of fucking good players and call yourself a team. It doesn't work that way. And time and again, you know, we've beaten a lot of really good companies because our teamwork was stellar. You know, that's the reason why I do so well in company battles. I may not be the best player. I may make a lot of mistakes and be horribly clumsy. But when it comes to working together with people, I am by far one of the most valuable resources in this company. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying, you know, I make up for my shortcomings using my brain. And basically, you know, when I look at people play, I try to understand what their strategies are. I try to predict them, and I tell my team over raid call what their habits are, what to look out for. I tell them when to stay back when I see another person from far away. Sonic does the same thing. He notifies us who's on the outside, who's on the inside. We all tell each other, you know, hey, stay back, and wait for the other people to spawn. And if you watch some of our company battle videos, you'll see that. You'll see a lot of that teamwork. And the thing is, we're still developing as a team. It's just that we aren't fighting many companies that require us to have teamwork, and we don't really care for the most part. When we're up against tougher teams, though, we actually try to get together on raid call and actually approach things with strategy. So we fought Wopa Company. We fought in Freedom. We fought Mercenaries. Tried to fight Panic. They disappeared again. But you know, we challenged ourselves. We pushed ourselves. We fought the best companies, and we just decided, you know, we worked together. And we become pretty good friends. I mean, we have our off days, but for the most part, when push comes to shove and we really need to bring our A games, we all do. And you know, it takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of communication. It takes a lot of faith in your teammates, which is something that a lot of players don't have. They rely heavily on themselves only, and that's why they lose. Like, cause I know when I'm on the bottom of Mag D, I'm nervous as shit. I'm just like, fucking hell, this is just like a game of chicken. You know, you shoot and you hope to kill him. If you don't kill him, the other guy's gonna come out the door and shoot at you. If you don't dodge it, you're gonna die. It's a quick-paced game, and I'm not comfortable with it. So, you know, I'm glad I have Ledigar and Sonic there to back me up, because then I can support them, and they can pretty much handle all the tough shit. Because I tell you, I'm clumsy as shit, and I eat a lot of shots. And, you know, it just takes that kind of blind faith sometimes in your teammates, and that's something you can only build with teamwork, with practice, with not to be fucking character in a Japanese manga, but fucking that's your power of friendship, my friend. So you gotta realize that, which is why I don't really like, you know, when skilled players come in, especially the company hoppers. It's just like, you know, this guy is just gonna leave. There's nothing gonna stop him from leaving us. Why would he bother even wanting him here? And we've recruited a couple, and guess what? They're all gone. Because they didn't feel special enough. They didn't feel like we gave them attention, and they didn't make the effort to become part of this team, to work together with us, to communicate with us. You know how many people we have to, like, tell to go fucking get raid call? It took us about a month before we got more people to actually agree to it. But anyway, that being said, most companies don't have teamwork. They just kind of go willy-nilly with it, and they might have a little bit of the basics of teamwork, but it's very underdeveloped in this game, and that's because it's free to play. People don't understand the basics of this game. Trying to think of what else to say. I mean, you've got to definitely realize that, you know, like, the failings of the team are also yours. You can't just rage at your allies. I mean, Recently we had a company battle that we couldn't win, that we drew. We got a draw. And I told Ledigar, because he had a negative KD at the time, like, if you died less, man, we would have probably won that. And he said, yeah, you're right. But then I thought about it and just said, you know, that wasn't a nice thing to say at all. Because any of us could have died at least one less death and we would have won. So you gotta start looking at things in that light. You can't just blame other people for your shortcomings. I was almost a hypocrite before I realized that, you know, I was in the wrong for blaming Ledigar for that crap. So, I mean, you definitely have to learn to put others before yourself when working as a team. Even if it means giving up KDR, even if it means not looking like the flashiest player that carried the team. And skilled teamwork will always beat out skilled players. And I'm telling you that because it's very easy to overwhelm people. For example, if you are camping here and, you know, you have like an enemy team there that won't leave for that spot, and you pretty much have to come to them to kill them, and they keep sniping you in the head, well, what do? Well, they're counting on you to do this. Most people are very simple-minded in this game. They see you, they'll go for you. So you just have one guy fake them out, and then you have a second guy harass the shit out of them from the top. I've seen VN Legends do this all the time. When they have their attention split, they don't know what the fuck to do. And then pretty soon it's like, well, who are you gonna pay attention to, me or the guy over there? And then we're all just boxing you in, and now guess what? You're stuck between these two areas. So, you know, you gotta realize that when you work with other team members, it doesn't matter how good you are. Like, seriously, it takes no skill to throw a grenade down here and make it bounce. It takes no skill to throw a grenade from this divider and get it to bounce into here, or to jump up on top of this thing and throw a grenade down there. But it does, you know, it is teamwork, and it harasses them enough for them to lose focus, and then your partner can come in and rock them to death. Or you can come from the back, throw a grenade, go here, and shoot a grenade launcher and kill the guys. Like, and if they run away, they run into your partner. There's so many things you could do to work together as a team. And it varies from map to map. And Mag M, it's kind of stupid because there's that direction and there's this direction. So, I mean, technically you could be cock blocked up here, but you know, that's what you get in practice. That's what you get from doing it constantly and challenging yourself. So I mean, it just takes a lot of communication. I mean, there's one guy in our company For the Win was like, how do you do teamwork? Can you teach me? I said, yeah, get raid call. And then the first thing he says when he joins the company, I'm not going to get raid call. Well, you're not coming to our company battles. I mean, that's not true. We let a lot of people into company battles, but you know, for the most part, our most effective teamwork is when everybody can communicate with each other and have raid call. And sometimes we get away with not having to chat. But for the important big fights, we usually do. Because when you want to win, you do whatever you can to do it. And it's not to say that winning's everything. You know, I play this game because I really genuinely love it. And I know that winning will come with that love for the game, not the other way around. Glory will not bring love. It's just a product of your love. So you got to pay attention really well to the process of getting better as a team and as a player and as a person. I mean, you just really got to realize that the process is more important than the result, because the result is just one thing. The process is what builds up to it and lets you gain the result. So I mean, never neglect working together. If you fail, just get right back up, because there are plenty of times when we were failing and we got back on our feet because we kept at it, because we practiced and we stuck together and encouraged each other. So that is my spiel on teamwork. Later, guys.